Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, coming back at you on June 21st, 2022 for your weekly reset guide for this week in the world of Destiny 2. Hope you guys had a nice, refreshing weekend and are ready to start the grind all anew. Starting things off this week, of course, we've got our Nightfall. This time around, it is the Inverted Spire over on Nessus, one of the easiest Nightfalls in the game. Might definitely be a week that's worthwhile when it comes to major Nightfall farming to get some Nightfall weapons. I do believe the weapon this week is supposed to be the Silicon Neuroma Sniper, so if you're missing a decent version of that, this would be the opportunity to get it. Of course, running higher difficulty versions of it's going to get you more of a chance at getting that Nightfall weapon drop. You'll also get stuff like Ascendant Shards and Enhancement Prisms the higher up you go. For that master difficulty, you are going to be looking at Scorched Earth. You'll be facing Barrier and Unstoppable champions. Of course, Match Game will be on. Attrition as well. The shields you're going to be facing are going to be Triple Trouble, Arc, Solar, and Void shields throughout this strike. You've got Ashes to Ashes active, as well as an acute Arc burn, so 25% Arc damage dealt and 50% Arc damage received. Good luck in your grindings, Guardians. Alright, for the regular Vanguard Strike playlist, this time around we've got Solar Singe for the weekly Singe. For the daily modifiers, we've got Brawler as well as Iron. Good stuff. Get those Pinnacle rewards. Alright, for Gambit, I do believe this is a bonus Infamy week, so you're going to get extra Infamy for playing games in Gambit. Of course, you can run this for your Pinnacle gear. There's also the Freelance Gambit playlist. We've got a Crucible Labs active this week as well. The game mode inside is going to be zone control, where basically you get points by controlling zones rather than getting kills. It's kind of like an even more OBJ-focused version of control. Very fun to play. Go ahead and check that out. Of course, we've got regular control, clash, survival, rumble, and elimination for your Pinnacle PvP rewards. Alright, after that, let's take a look at the legacy content for this week. This time around, it is back in the Dreaming City. You can run both Last Wish and Shattered Throne for some Pinnacle gear. Make sure you get in and get it done. Over here on Savathun's Throne World, of course, we've got Preservation as well as Vox Obscura dropping Pinnacles. We've got the Wellspring Defend this time around. The weapon you can get is Father's Sins. Of course, you can get a Pinnacle drop from running this on a higher difficulty as well. For the weekly mission this time around, it is the Ritual. Make sure you get those runs in for that too. Additionally, of course, we've got Dares of Eternity. You can run that, get that 250,000 score for Pinnacle gear. And as for the Lost Sector, the Legend and Master Lost Sector today, it's over on Savathun's Throne World in the Sepulchre Lost Sector. You're going to be dealing with Barrier and Unstoppable champions. It's going to be Solar Burn with Arc and Solar Shields. Modifiers are going to be Fire Pit. And the drops today are going to be exotic chest armors. If you're missing any of that, go ahead and get your runs in. Alright, last for this screen, of course, we've got brand new story stuff. And I hear the story stuff this week is really interesting. Maybe even more interesting than what we got to see last time around. Of course, we've got refreshes in the Castellum as well as Pinnacle drops in the new Sever mission. And of course, a refresh of Pinnacle drops for the Duality Dungeon. Make sure you get in and get it all finished. Alright, now that that's done, let's head over to the tower and see what we've got there. Over at Banshee 44, we actually have something pretty interesting to talk about. This variant of the Staccato 46 is phenomenal. Triple tap explosive payload is a great roll. The only way this could possibly be better, in my opinion, well, other than the fact that it seems to have a jacked up masterwork issue here. Banshee's been dealing with a lot of weird glitches where weapons are changing, the perks are changing, their masterworks aren't showing up. Ever since he started holding that Telesto, our boy Banshee's been getting even more broken. But the only way I could see this being better is if you had, instead of explosive payload, incandescent, since that's really, really powerful with a lot of the Solar 3.0 builds right now. But either way, triple tap, explosive payload on a Solar Scout rifle like the Staccato 46, this is definitely worth picking up if you're looking to fill out that Solar slot on a Scout rifle. Would definitely recommend this one, not bad at all. Next up over here at your girl 801, this time around she's got Unflinching Submachine Gun Aim, Pulse Rifle Dexterity, Well of Tenacity, and Unflinching Glaive Aim. Both of these are going to be worth a pickup, especially Well of Tenacity. If you haven't picked up this mod yet, this is one of the better Void Elemental Well mods in the game. It's central to a lot of different builds out there. With this, picking up a Void Elemental Well reduces the damage you take from combatants for a short period of time, and you can supercharge that by double stacking up on some of these mods, or even using Elemental Time Dilation on a bit of Stasis gear. Definitely worth picking up if you haven't gotten this already. Additionally, make sure you check out 801 every single day. Her inventory of mods, the stuff that she offers changes every day. You want to make sure you check out that kind of stuff if you're missing out on any of these mods so that you can fill out your collections. Alright, now that we've gone through that, let's take a look at some of the Eververse stuff before we get out of here. Taking a look at some of the silver offerings, first we have a very stinky looking sparrow called the Cordyception. If you're somebody who enjoys the look of all the egregore all over the helm now and in the derelict Leviathan, then this is definitely the sparrow for you. After that, we've got the Swift Persistence exotic ship, the exquisite Sunrise Saber exotic ornament for the Black Talon, the Knitting Project emote, and the Gigantes Roamer Sparrow. For some of the Bright Dust offerings, first we have the Hydrofoil Shell exotic ghost shell. I love the little captain's hat on this, it's amazing. Then we've got the Conductor legendary emote, the Ossified Entrance Transmat effect, and the Argent Terratorn shader. Not bad at all. Alright, finally on the Bright Dust page, we've got the Sparrow Getaway exotic emote.
Maybe if the threading algorithm was layered. No.
The Alone to be Joined ornament for the Drawn legendary sidearm. The Firebreak exotic ghost shell. The Seafoam Glide exotic sparrow. Interesting looking one. The Junkyard Navigator exotic ship. And for the class ornament this week, this time it's going to be for your character's class item, which of course for Warlocks is going to be the Dawn Singer Bond. And lastly, we've got the Splinter Ghost projection. But alright Guardians, there we go. That's pretty much it for your biggest bits of information about this week's weekly reset. You got a bunch of brand new Pinnacle rewards to earn out there, so get out there, get to work, get that new story stuff done, and get your gains. That's it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.